Mohammed have come out to say that he is ready to work with P2B. Like, everybody now is ready to work with P2B. And then why won't you even want to work with somebody that have dignity, that have honor, that is honest, that have integrity, that's accountable, that is transparent? Why wouldn't you want to work with him? So I'd like guys to hear this governor's full speech about P2B and why he wants to work with him. And then at the end, you can now hear P2B's side of the story. So guys, enjoy the video. I'll be to you guys in a minute.
Governor Peter Obi, presidential candidate of the Labour Party, with whom we have a lot of respect and admiration because of his style of politics, because of his statesmanship, his versatile nature, his huge knowledge of the economy, his understanding of the country, and of course, even a clear vision of where politics and politicking should be in terms of bringing good governance, impacting on the people, uniting the country, bringing us together in a vanguard that will be able to bring us out of poverty and ignorance, and also to remove some of these prejudices, some of this perception problem, some of those negatives that we have, encumbrances that we have as a people, so that we can leapfrog into the service level of the economy. Definitely it's a delight to work with him and to listen to him, his deep knowledge, his statistics, and so on and so forth. And we in the PDP, as chairman of my colleagues, the governors, we have always admired him. And we have always shown interest because behind the scene I have been meeting him. This is not the first time we met. In fact, I met him in Abuja and I was going to meet him, but out of his normal humility, he decided to come here. And we discussed so many issues, as he said. We discussed step-by-step challenges, like the challenges in rivers. He may not have anything to do, but he discussed, and I feel highly appreciative of what he is doing as a leader of the opposition, because whether we like it or not, he is the leader of the opposition now in Nigeria because of his position and pedigree. So I want to say at this level not to make some of those doubting Thomases and mischievous minds to preempt what we are doing, that we, as myself as a person, I'm ready to work with Peter Obi and to make sure we come together with close rank, we bring good governance to the country, we give vibrant opposition with knowledge, with timelines, with vision, in such a manner that we will rescue and recover our country from these mediocres that are parading themselves as leaders. Definitely, time has come when we must step out and we do things with fidelity, with sincerity and focus. And I think our coming together is a message. And the message is going to resonate, I believe, because all our colleagues, the governors, are behind this kind of journey because it's a transcendental one. And I want to say that we are very grateful to Governor Obi for coming here, and we will take it up and take it further in a manner that going forward you will see more of this outing between us and Governor Obi, PDP governors, and PDP as a party. Our collaboration transcends party, religion, geopolitical zones, or personal petty interests. You see, the government in power relish in being undertakers in different parties. We will use knowledge, tact, and strategy to transcend all this, to go beyond their estimation in such a manner that will come with a framework that will give you us latitude to actualize our collective aspiration of providing good governance to Nigerians, irrespective of the bad interferences, permutations, or plans of those people who think that they can scatter democracy through all the means that is in their hands, through the power of coercion, or even interference in the judiciary and so on and so forth. We will transcend all that, and that is the plan. Thank you.
Yes, Excellency, I thank you for the opportunity of this audience that I'm meeting this morning. I'm sure the press, I wasn't expecting this. I'm sure you'll be wondering why this meeting. and everything. I came here basically to discuss about our dear country, to consult. Being the chair of PDP Governors Forum, being a critical person in Nigerian politics today and what our country is going through, I felt it's necessary for me to come and discuss the future of our dear country with him. So it's just a consultation and discussion meeting that will continue to go on as we talk about the future of this country. All of you are aware where we are today, what is happening in our country and everything. And if we have to discuss that, you have to discuss with issues happening in the North. Like I've told the governor today, that the North is a critical component if we're going to get it right in this country. I'm a firm believer, and I say it and I preach it anywhere that I go. When people say to me, there's so much criminality in Nigeria, especially when people talk about the North, and I say, no, there's poverty in Nigeria. You have to deal with the issue of poverty. Until you solve poverty, you can't talk about criminality. Because if people don't know where the next meal will come from, nobody can hold what they can do. We can see poverty in the North, but there's also a future that is everywhere. We can make more money today. Nigeria can be richer today from agriculture than we make from oil. And I could see vast or cultivated land. That's what I've been telling the governor. Everywhere I go, I've been visiting everywhere in the world. I just came back from a visit to Indonesia, the highest Muslim country in the world. And I went with two Muslims and I asked them a question. Can you see what we're seeing here? Every land is cultivated. There's education. There's everything. So why don't we do the same thing? We need to invest in these critical areas to put people out of poverty so we can reduce criminality. We need to invest in it so our children cannot continue going towards drugs and all this. We need the education. We need to care about their health. But as you can see in the political space now, we're not discussing all this in the political space. What we are discussing now in political space are mundane things, whether it's budget padding, whether it's sexual harassment, whether it's people are hungry. We need to discuss hunger. We need to discuss poverty. We need to discuss education. We need to discuss health. What concerns them should be the priority of the political class. We are not in Nollywood. There's people whose job is to do entertainment. We're in entertainment business. But entertainment business, those of us in politics have not taken to entertainment. So every morning we'll come up with one story that does not concern the people. It is time to preoccupy our time with discussion of the people. And that's what I came to talk about. Talk about issues that are going wrong in different states. That's what I came to see His Excellency, the Governor. Like I said, it's an ongoing discussion. It's an ongoing thing about collaboration. You see me say it a way. I want us to collaborate. I want us to come together as a body and everything, but I want us to discuss what we are going to do together to build a better place for our children, to build a better Nigeria. That is more critical than anything. That's why we're here. So I thank you, Your Excellency, for this opportunity, and I assure you that will be the continuation of my visit, not for us to act any film, but to make sure we discuss about the future of the people. Thank you, sir.
The truth is that all the people, they know that P2B is the best person to bring good governance to Nigeria. Because his past record is challenging. The past record is worthy of emulation. Imagine someone that stayed in Anambra State for 8 good years and did so marvelous things in Anambra State, even though some persons will still come to my comment section and I'll be saying what have P2B achieved. The truth is that P2B have achieved a lot. P2B achieved a lot in Anambra State. He brought decency in Anambra State. He brought good governance in Anambra State. P2B raised Anambra State from 0 to 100 in education. P2B led Anambra State in 0 to 100 in security. So if I can keep going on and on, there are a lot of things that P2B have done for Anambra State. But yeah, people are blind to see it because of the hate they have for P2B, which is not meant to be. I believe I'm supporting P2B because of what I've seen, not because of the kind of person he is. It's because I have seen evidence that this man is capable and more than able to transform this country to a better country by what? Giving us good policies and good governance. You can imagine P2B cutting down the cost of governance in Anambra State. P2B never allowed them to build a presidential nyash in Anambra State. He said the president does not live in Anambra, so why building a place for him? And also said, don't build for me a governor yash in Abuja because I'm not staying there. These are what a sensible person that have the mind of people in should do. He said that the money of the government is the money of the people, which must be used for the people. But in this current government is otherwise. The money for the people are used for themselves, and then they let the masses to suffer. You can imagine how they weaponize hunger in this country. Just go to the north. Any single thing they will use rice, bread to bribe them because of what? They've intentionally weaponized hunger in Nigeria. Like they deliberately weaponized hunger in Nigeria. That's why they can bribe anybody with small money, and then the person will do what they tell them to do. Could you imagine people going to protest against Natasha and they could not even read what on the placard because they've paid them taking change, so they cannot. They're no longer thinking because of hunger. They want to eat food, so they don't know where the next meal will come from. So they have no other choice than to go ahead to collect the bribe and do as we are told to do. That's why we are in this mess we are in right now. If not for hunger in Nigeria, that election wouldn't have been rigged, because the talks that were hired to steal ballot box, they were all hungry, so they had to collect the money they were given to and then snatch ballot box. Even those that went to go and overvote because of small money, is because of hunger. So all these things are the plan. If only we can have a strong heart, even amidst the hunger, and do the right thing by doing what? Supporting a candidate that we know fully well that is ready to deliver us from this bondage we are, because we are slaves in our own country. Because in this country now, you can no longer say things against the government without being arrested. But yet we have some criminals that have stolen a lot of money in Nigeria, but they are yet to be arrested. To tell the level that this country is into two, the elites and the poor. If you are poor, sorry for yourself. For the elites, they always have their way. Because tell me the reason why Yaya Bello that stole 82 billion naira is yet to be arrested. But go to the prison now, you see tons of Yahoo boys that they arrested because of fraud. But yet we have people that are into fraud in the political area, but they are yet to be arrested because of what? They are into politics, or they have this money or connection. So this level of Nigeria. So this is a man that people believed in. You could imagine El-Rufai coming out to support P2B. Now, this governor is saying that he's ready to work with P2B to make sure that this Nigeria is restored. And these are the things we need. We need people to come in and collide in coalition with this man called P2B. Let everybody come together. If only these INEC people can have sense, or I say if they can have conscience rather than sense, they can have conscience and come and deliver this country from the bondage we are in right now. Because these APC people are putting us in bondage. You could imagine in a Senate meeting, they accused somebody of sexual harassment. The same person that was accused was the one that even carried out the judgment, thereby suspending the person that accused him. You can imagine. So what in a sane country or in a country that is civilized, what have been done that those two senators should be suspended no matter who you are. Then after a serious and a thorough investigation, they cannot know who is correct or guilty, and that person goes punished. Because you cannot just sweep the accusation down the wrong because you are the senior president. You see how this country is. APC have totally destroyed us. Talking about the police people, you remember that Sowore came out to expose that this current IG of police that his tenure have expired, but they extended the tenure to 2027. Why? Because of the election. Because they know that these people are working for one kind of person or one kind of party, so they would want to retain them until that election. This is just a proof that this country does not practice democracy anymore. It's now about corruption, and like I said, let's all come together, put hands together, and deliver our country. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy again, Kiz One. Stay tuned, guys.